Welcome to Brainwaves, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of your brain. Today, we're embarking on a colorful journey inside your head. Have you ever wondered where your imagination comes from? Imagination, the mind's wondrous architect, sketches vivid images, concocts innovative ideas, and simulates sensations, all without the need for immediate sensory input. It's like having your own private cinema, where they're made up of your experiences, your hopes for the future, and sometimes just pure whimsy. This ability, this marvel of the human mind, is not just about daydreaming or conjuring up fantastical worlds. It's the foundation for our creativity, the driving force behind every innovation. Think about it, every great invention, from the ancient wheel to the modern-day smartphone, from the Mona Lisa to the Starry Night, from the theory of relativity to the concept of black holes. Our world is shaped by the power of imagination. And it's not just the big, world-changing ideas. When we plan our day, when we decide what to cook for dinner, when we tell a story to a child, these are all instances where we use our imagination. But what's truly fascinating is that this ability is not shared by any other species on Earth. Only we, humans, have the capability to imagine, to envision something that doesn't exist, to create something out of nothing. It's what sets us apart. It's what makes us human. But where does our imagination come from? It all starts in the brain. The brain's imagination workshop. It's a bustling hub filled with intricate connections where the magic of imagination comes alive. Let's take a closer look at the brain's frontal lobe, particularly the prefrontal cortex, a region that plays a starring role in our imagination. This area of the brain is like a grand conductor, orchestrating a symphony of thoughts and ideas. It's here that the brain's neurons fire up, creating vivid mental images and scenarios. From the whimsical flights of fancy to the most intricate plans, the prefrontal cortex is the maestro, guiding the performance. The prefrontal cortex is not just a place for daydreams and fantasies, it's also our time machine. It propels us forward, allowing us to visualize future events, to anticipate and plan. Ever had dreams about that perfect vacation? That's your prefrontal cortex at work. This part of our brain also helps us walk through different scenarios, playing out each one like a scene in a movie. It's like having a personal simulation software running in our head, helping us to prepare for any situation. Whether we're practicing a speech or figuring out how to navigate a difficult conversation, the prefrontal cortex helps us imagine different outcomes and strategies. The beauty of the prefrontal cortex is its flexibility. It can switch from one scenario to another in a split second, constantly adjusting and adapting as new information comes in. It's a bit like a director on a movie set, deciding when to call cut and when to move on to the next scene. But it's not all work and no play in the prefrontal cortex. It's also where we conjure up imaginary friends, dream up magical worlds, and visualize our wildest dreams. It's the birthplace of creativity, the wellspring of innovation. So it's the frontal lobe that serves as the director of our imagination theater. It's the place where dreams are born, scenarios are played out, and the future is visualized. It's our brain's imagination workshop, and it's ceaselessly at work, shaping our thoughts, our dreams, and our lives. The brain-body connection. But how does our brain communicate these imaginative ideas to the rest of our body? Let's delve into that. The brain and body communicate through a superhighway called the nervous system. This system, composed of nerves and specialized cells known as neurons, acts as the body's information courier. It's like the internet, but instead of data packets, it's sending and receiving signals. When we imagine, our brain is like a master artist, painting vivid pictures on the canvas of our mind. But it doesn't stop there. Our brain then sends these imaginative ideas as signals through the nervous system to different parts of our body. Now here's the fascinating part. These signals can influence our physical actions. Picture yourself biting into a juicy, tangy lemon. Even though there's no actual lemon, did your mouth water? That's your brain's imagination at work, sending signals that make your body react as if the imagined event is real. But it's not just about physical actions. Our emotions, too, are influenced by our brain's imaginative thoughts. Ever felt your heart race during a scary movie? Even though you know it's just a film, your brain sends signals that trigger fear, making your heart race. That's the brain-body connection in action. Moreover, our imaginative thoughts can influence physiological responses like heart rate and breathing. Imagine running a marathon. Your heart may start to beat faster and you might start breathing heavily. Even if you're just sitting comfortably on your couch. Your body responds to what your brain imagines. Our brain is like a conductor leading an orchestra, with each instrument representing a different part of our body. The music? That's the symphony of our imagination, resonating through our entire being. So it's clear that our brain is not just a thought factory. It's a powerful command center, communicating with and influencing our body based on our imaginative thoughts. So, our imagination not only shapes our thoughts, but also our physical reality. Imagination and emotions. Did you know that our emotions can shape our imagination too? It's a fascinating interplay, really. Nestled deep within our brain's intricate labyrinth lies a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. This is the brain's emotional command center, the maestro orchestrating our emotional responses. The amygdala plays a crucial part in shaping our imagination, too. Think of it as a seasoning to the imaginative stew brewing in our minds. It adds a touch of joy here, a dash of fear there, a sprinkle of love, a pinch of anxiety, all mingling together to influence the flavor of our imaginative thoughts. Power of imaginative thought. Let's take the placebo effect as an example. It's a phenomenon where a person's belief in a treatment, even if it's just a sugar pill, can lead to actual physical improvements. They imagine the treatment working and their body responds. It's like our bodies are saying, well, if you believe it, I believe it too. So don't suppress your imagination, let it run wild. Remember, your imagination is a magic within you. Nurture it, and it will take you places you've never been. Thank you for joining us on this journey inside the brain's Imaginarium. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Brainwaves for more fascinating insights into the world of neuroscience. Until next time, keep those neurons firing.